Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Ted Carr here, and I'm back with another video focused on fruitarianism and why I think this diet, why I think this lifestyle is the ultimate diet and lifestyle out there. There's really no other diet and lifestyle that can compare to fruitarianism. Fruitarianism, across the board, helps you level up. It is good for the planet, it's good for the animals, and it's good for you. It's the best thing for you. It's the best thing for the animals. It's the best thing for the planet. There's really nothing better than fruitarianism. What is fruitarianism? It's a diet, it's a lifestyle comprised of fruits and some vegetables if you want to eat vegetables, but mostly fruits. Fresh fruits, raw fruits. You don't have to eat them raw. You can still cook your fruits if you want, but if you're feeling so good on the raw fruits, why bother going back and cooking the fruits? If you're currently transitioning, if you're currently eating a cooked food diet, and you want to transition to a raw food diet, cooking your fruits might be a good option, maybe going the squash route or the pumpkin route. I recommend cooking fruit over cooking any other food if you still want to have some cooked food. Cooked plantains are another option. But again, if you're feeling super good on the papayas, on the mangoes, on the dragon fruits, on the grenadillas, why bother eating anything else? And I think a lot of people have the issue of not being able to source out the food. They're wondering, hey, how can I get all these amazing fruits? How come when I go to the Canadian supermarket, I don't find yellow dragon fruits or orange grenadillas or actually truly ripe, super delicious mangoes? How come when I go to the market, all I see is bananas, apples, and oranges? Well, that's because in North America, typically, you go to the average supermarket, that's all you're gonna find. Apples, bananas, and oranges, maybe some grapes or whatever. Probably not organic, probably not fresh, and definitely not local. But you can still start with that. When I started fruitarianism, I was so excited about the idea of it. I was so excited about the movement that I was like, yo, I want to get on that because there's no reason not to be on that. And so I went to the supermarket and I bought like a couple of everything. I bought a couple pears, a couple oranges, a couple grapefruit, a couple bags of spinach, a couple, what else did I buy? Just, you know, everything. Apples and maybe a watermelon, some cantaloupe, some honeydew, just a bit of everything because I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. Some avocados. And I think it's good to go to the store and buy a bit of everything to see what you like and see what you don't like, and to see what is truly ripe and what isn't. So if you buy a couple mangoes or a couple dragon fruit, let's say, you go buy a couple dragon fruit and you let one soften up a bit more than the other. So you one that's kind of hard and one that's a lot softer, and cut open into both, and you see which one is ripe enough for you. Some people like the dragon fruit really ripe, some people like it kind of underripe. I like mine really ripe. I think the longer you're into fruitarianism, the more ripe you like your fruit. But when you're not into fruitarianism, when you're still eating some cooked food, I think a lot of people like their fruit a little underripe for some reason. But mangoes should be extremely ripe. Papayas should be extremely ripe. Everything, in my opinion, ought to be extremely ripe if you want to enjoy it to its fullest. I see a lot of people and they see me eating all these bananas back in Canada when I'm in Canada, and they're like, wow, how do you eat 10 bananas in a meal? And I don't do that often, but I can sit down and eat 10 bananas in a meal, but only if the bananas are really ripe. Most people sit down and have a banana. They don't sit down and have a banana. They eat the banana on the go, or they're driving or whatever and eat a banana on the go. It's not really ripe. So their idea of eating 10 bananas, it's not really there, because how could you possibly eat 10 unripe bananas? You can't. But when the bananas are ripe, it's so much easier to go through. You can go through 10 bananas in the course of a couple hours for sure if they're ripe. If they're not ripe, you might be able to get through 1 or 2 unripe bananas throughout the entire day. So that's the big difference I see between newbies and long-termers. The newbies kind of can get away with eating unripe fruit because they're not really aware, they're not really accustomed to eating the fruit truly ripe. And also, if you're eating cooked food, then you're not relying 100% on raw food for all your calories, so the fruit doesn't need to be that great. You don't need to enjoy it that much because you can just go ahead and have your cooked food. But if you're just eating raw food, if 100% of your calories are coming from raw food or just coming from fruit, then you got to make sure the fruit is extremely high quality. This is one of the biggest tips I can give to any newbies out there, or anyone, even long-termers. If you've been eating raw vegan diet for a while, I recommend going to more high quality, getting the highest quality fruit you can possibly get, even if it means you're going to pay an extra $1 a pound or something. It's worth it. You don't want to be on your deathbed with like 20 grand in your bank still and thinking like, oh, I'm glad I got that 20 grand left in the bank and I'm glad I didn't spend it on high quality fruit. You're gonna be on your deathbed thinking, I should have got that high quality fruit, man. It would have been so good. It would have been so worth it. It's always worth it. High quality fruit is always worth it. That's a big tip. Focus on high quality fruit. If you're eating really high quality fruit, you're getting all of the nutrients that you need to be a healthy happy human being. If the fruit that you're eating is really low quality, like again, if you're in the Canadian supermarkets and you're getting all this, you know, basic, these apples, oranges, and pears or whatever, and the fruit's not super high quality, you're probably better off eating some vegetables as well. You might even be better off taking some more supplements or something like B12, vitamin D, iodine. And these are B12, vitamin D, and iodine are really supplements even anyone should take, or supplements even I should take from time to time. I think vitamin D and iodine and B12 are vitamins and nutrients that can be deficient across the board no matter what diet you're eating. But if you're eating super low quality fruit, yeah, it's best to eat a lot of vegetables as well, I think, or at least juice the vegetables, because juiced vegetables are going to digest so much easier than hard, cruciferous, you know, rock hard vegetables. Those won't digest that well. So if you're going to have vegetables, be sure to juice them, get some extra vitamins and minerals in that way. But for the most part, focus long term on making it to the tropics, making it to California, making it to Hawaii, making it to Florida, wherever you can get some premium, top grade quality fruit, because this stuff is what's going to make your heart sing and your mind just pop. So here I'm going to open a grenadilla and show you what that looks like. It's like a little egg almost, cracks open. One of my favorite fruits. Inside there's like a bunch of little goopies, a bunch of seeds covered in goop. And you can chew them, but probably just swallow them. You can't chew them all, there's too many. But you just suck out all those little seeds in there. There we go. And enjoy. Amazing flavor. Amazing flavor. So that's the grenadilla. And then this is a yellow dragon fruit. Inside it's actually white. Spoiler alert, it's white. You're gonna peel that open however you like. There you go. And these dragon fruits are super, super sweet. And if you eat a lot of them, then they can help you go number 2 really easy and really quickly. So if you were to sit down and have a meal like 5 or 6 of these, your system would be clean. Like these go in and out of you within like 3 hours. You eat one of these at like 6 in the morning, it's out of you by 9 a.m. Really great flavor. Really great flavor. You ever get fruit on your hands? Rub it in. Rub it in. And that's that. In fact, if you can't rub fruit into your skin, if you can't rub food into your skin, it's not going to digest that well. It's just going to go right out the other end. Like you take some, what are these? Like crackers or something, or cookies, try and rub that into your skin, you might bleed. Like these things won't rub into your skin, and they won't digest that well either. But you take some papaya, or take some avocado, and rub that into your skin, and that'll go in really, really easy. Take some mango, rub that into your skin, it'll rub in really, really easy. I'm not saying that anything that rubs into your skin should be consumed. There are things out there like butter and oil and blood that you don't want to be rubbing into that you don't want to be eating at all. But just because they rub into your skin doesn't mean you want to eat them. It just means that if you can rub something into your skin, it's going to get absorbed and utilized, and your body's actually going to be able to use it, as opposed to just pooping it out the other end. So the seeds in this fruit, for example, you're just going to poop those seeds out. They're not rubbing in anywhere. And that's why I don't really recommend eating too many nuts and seeds either. Don't recommend walnuts or cashews or anything like that, because they just don't rub in. They just don't digest that well. From time to time, it's okay to have the odd nut and seed. It's okay to have the odd pecan or the odd Brazil nut or whatever. But you don't want to be having big meals of nuts and seeds. It's going to divert too much energy to your gut to try and break those things down. And in the end, you're just going to have to poop them out anyway. So it's best to focus on foods that you can rub right into your skin. That's a huge tip. Eat foods that actually digest. Eat foods that you can actually absorb and utilize. Yeah, I'm here in Ecuador right now, and the staples are, for me right now, the staples are avocados, coconuts, and mangoes. These mangoes are terrific. It's mango season. It's rainy season, and I love it. But I'm also getting we're getting tons of papayas here. I'm not eating too many papayas for some reason, but Sarah is eating a lot of papayas. Grenadillas, eating about 3 or 4 of these a day. It's a nice little snack. Eat some tomatoes as well. Not the world's best tomatoes, but they're pretty dang good, man. They're pretty dang good. They seem organic, but apparently here in Ecuador, I was told that if something's not organic, it just means that they've sprayed it with like cayenne pepper spray or something. They use some hot pepper and spray that on there. So that's comforting to know. But yeah, those are the staples in Ecuador, and we're really good, really high quality fruit. Compared to Panama, Panama also had really good fruit. I was just in Panama for a month, and the fruit there was amazing as well. It's having a lot of pineapple, a lot of coconuts, a lot of bananas and berries actually, a lot of banana berry smoothies. Here I haven't had a single smoothie in the past week or so. But yeah, the tropics, man. Panama, Ecuador, Costa Rica, where I'm headed next. All really good fruit. In fact, if you want to come hang out with me and Doug Graham, author of the 80-10-10 book, author of the 80-10-10 diet, we're going to be chilling in Costa Rica at his retreat, his detox retreat. So if you want to come detox and cleanse and rejuvenate your body and your system and your life, send me an email at ted@tediscool with the subject line Costa Rica, and I'll give you more information on how to come to the Costa Rica event. It's happening early February, so next month. And yeah, more videos coming soon. I rarely have the time to sit down and chat like this one-on-one, because there's usually a bunch of people around, a bunch of kids running around, but right now they're all out and about. So I've got this time to sit down and chill and update you guys and girls. But that's it, that's all. Thanks for watching. If you want any more videos on fruitarianism, stay subscribed, because I'm going to be cranking them out as often as I can. Thanks again. Much love. Peace out from Ecuador. Vilcabamba, Ecuador.
Who's reaching in there?
Mommy.